So, just reliving a moment. So, this last week, I had to do a bit of traveling. I was in Atlanta for a week, and then I'm also helping prepare some folks that are fixing to do some travel in regards to work and just sharing some personal experiences about, my traveling. Um, and I always have the worst luck. First of all, let me start off by saying I love to travel. I love the hustle and the bustle of the airport. I love all the inconveniences that most people hate. I deal with it pretty easily. I just love to travel. And so, but I've gotten pretty unlucky in the last, 6 times that I've traveled, especially through Atlanta Airport. Atlanta Airport's is where I always catch it. In some way, my first flight's delayed. Something happens. I get off the plane extremely late, or I'm watching it. I'm watching my clock like a hawk. I'm like, okay. I have 10, 20 minutes. At this point now I have 10 minutes to get to my flight. It's boarding, and I'm on the F gate, and I got to go to the A gate or the A, terminal. And so I'm wigging out before I even got off the plane. So by the time I get off the plane, and I am a plus size lady, okay? So I start running. My last flight was probably the worst one because it was like, 11 o'clock at night, and I'm running. I literally had 13 minutes to get from like F30 to like A1. You're talking like literally 2 miles. And so I'm running. I finally hit the escalator to get down to the tram, and I could start chugging some water. And it was like mad. I mean, it was like manic. Okay. It was like literally like, it was like terrible. People going down the escalator with me were like, oh, she's having a rough day. And finally I get down to the tram, and I'm riding the tram to my gate. And by that point I'm like, it's hurting in my chest because I was running so hard. I get off the tram, and I still have a huge trek. Anybody who's been in Atlanta Airport, I got to go from getting on the escalator and then running all the way down to A1. And I'm now down to like, 5 minutes before my flight's supposed to take off. So I know they're closing the doors any minute. And so I'm running. I get there, and she's closing the doors, and I start panicking. I'm like, please, ma'am, please don't do this to me. And she was like, yeah, okay. All right, ma'am, we'll let you on. Now remember, it is 11 o'clock at night. Okay. These people have been on the plane for at least 10 to 15 minutes. The lights are dim. You know how they are on the planes. The lights are dim. Everybody's closing their eyes because they're going to try to sleep on this flight. And then I get on. Like a rabid animal, I am like, it was freaking humiliating. Not only that, I had to sit next to this mother and her son, and I was on the end. And this little boy is so scared of me. And I couldn't help it. I couldn't stop. I could not get my breath. And he's sitting there, and he's like, Mommy. And I'm trying to reach over him to turn the dang air conditioner on full blast. I'm fanning myself. I'm sweating profusely. I mean, I literally look like I had rabies. I'm almost sure of it. And so finally, after like 10 minutes, he passes out. I'm able to breathe. And I just felt like, oh my God, this was the tightest window I've had in a while. But I knew everybody in the plane was staring at me when I came on. Ugh, such a moment.